Hi everybody. I just got home. It's like 1 o'clock at night. In the morning. Whatever, same thing. But just wanted to let y'all know I did my presentation today and didn't do that bad. Thing I need to work on when I'm doing a presentation is to not feel so self-conscious and just talk, because I was reading and I was messing up my words and things. I kept like laughing at myself and trying to take it seriously. But yeah, my professor was really nice to me though. She had sat me down and talked to me and was like, so you didn't do any of your hours? I said, no, I didn't get to do any of my volunteer hours. I was like, I got sick and then couldn't get in touch with the school, and like just everything started spiraling out of control. She was like, that's okay. She felt really bad because, my midterm grade was like an A minus, and she was like, you were doing so well, and she was like, and she goes, maybe if you would have talked to me sooner, we could have figured something out. And I was like, oh, well, thank you. I was like, it's my own fault. I was like, semester kind of caught up to me, and then before you know it, I kind of just blew up in my face. And she was just like, yeah, it happened. She goes, I'm really sad though. She's like, you worked really hard this semester. I was like, I know. I was like, it is what it is. But she said that she would give me a withdraw pass, which means that on my record it's going to say that I passed, but then in the end I withdrawed, which is better than a withdraw fail. So I might not have to pay for that class, which is really nice. But who knows, I still might have to, but at least it'll say on my record that I passed the class. I just withdrew from it for whatever reason I had to, because she could have as easily failed me. So I appreciate that she did that. She will give me those forms, which is really nice of her. But yeah, finished my presentation. That felt really good. Also, coolest thing happened to me. So I was in class today and I wore my Always Keep Fighting shirt with Jared's beautiful face on it. And his, if you don't know about his campaign, it's all about, mental disorder awareness. And it raises money towards that. And it's really nice and it's helpful, especially with someone like me who, has anxiety, and like, I don't admit to myself how bad it actually is. And today I learned a lot about it and what it can actually do to your body. It's actually really not so, like, a little bit of anxiety is okay, but the type of anxiety I have, I need to learn how to get it under control, because it can actually really damage your body. Because essentially what happens is, when you're having an anxiety attack or you're having any type of anxiety, which what she said, the first thing she told us was, do not self-diagnose yourself. But the way that she was describing things, I already know, a doctor has told me I have an anxiety and I have slight panic attacks. But what she was saying was, there are different types of anxiety. You have ones that are like generic, which, you just freak out about certain things, or you have anxiety with fears that you have, like you fear certain things like spiders or whatever, so you have anxiety over that or a certain specific object. But my type of anxiety is where I freak out about everything. So I'm experiencing anxiety throughout the day. Like, it never stops unless I'm doing nothing and distracting myself. Because the type of anxiety that I have is just, I jump to the worst conclusion possible all the time, always. And I can't help that. It's a mental disorder. It's a thing. Like, I never like realized how serious it was, and that not everybody feels this way. Like, I just thought everybody had anxiety. Like, I was just like, yeah, anxiety is just a thing, but I didn't realize how serious it is. It's like a serious thing. And basically what it does is, when you're having an anxiety attack, your fight or flight instinct kicks in. So, like, you're pumping adrenaline through your body, essentially, because you think you're trying to fight something or flight or run away from it. And it's nuts, because today, that's all I was like, as she was explaining it, I was trying to focus on the class, but I was having anxiety over presenting. So everything she was explaining was what I was essentially going through. And like, panic attacks are a totally separate thing for me. Sometimes that comes on out of nowhere. So I have both, which is great. And those suck because I'll just get this like hot flash. It's almost like a hot flash. It's like a wave of heat. And it's like almost like someone punches you in the chest. And like you feel like you're dying, essentially. And I've gone through that too. Where like it's just, I have a lot of things wrong with me that I need to work on and either need to go on medication for or whatever, because it could prevent you from living your life, and that really sucks. But I try. I mean, people have it worse than I do, and that freaks me out because like I push through. Like I will always fight it, because if I didn't, then I'd be depressed all the time because I wouldn't be doing things. I wouldn't be living. And, you know, a lot of my high school experience was me being depressed because I was sick. And, I mean, it wasn't just my anxiety, it was my Lyme disease, but sometimes it wasn't my Lyme disease. Sometimes it was my anxiety preventing me from going to school because I didn't want to face people and their reactions to me. And, like, because I wasn't getting positive feedback for being sick. Like, no one understood what was going on, which I didn't expect them to because it's my business, not anybody else's, but anxiety sucks, and it's a hard thing, but I'm working through it. You probably need to go back to my psychologist so she can help me through it, but I just don't like talking about my feelings, because we started off talking about anxiety, and then she would ask me about my family life and all that stuff, and I mean, probably should, it's good for your mental health to talk about things, but I don't like talking about it, so, oh well. But yeah, anyway, so the cool thing that happened was, so I'm wearing this, which was just me needing it today for my presentation, and my psychology professor, handed me my test back. Well, I walked up to the front after she called my name, plus got an 86 on it. Told you, Alicia, killed that one, smashing the next one too. I'm gonna pass this class. Yes, if I get another 80, then maybe I can possibly get a low 80 on my final grade. Anyways, so she must have seen my shirt, like my sweatshirt, because I didn't put I wasn't crossing my arms. I wasn't like sitting at my desk. So when she came over to me, she gave me a very wide smile, and she goes, "I like your sweatshirt." And then we kind of looked at each other like, girl, the supernatural family is everywhere. And she instantly became my favorite teacher, because if she knew about the campaign and his face and like all that, I mean, she's watched the show. Maybe her daughters has watched the show. It's just, that's so freaking cool. I've never had any, one of the girls in my other classes, she saw my shirt and we started talking about it, and it was a thing. But this has only happened to me twice now, and it's just really cool how one show can like connect people instantly. So now I hope I take another class with her, because her teaching style is really interesting, and I like the way she gives examples and things. And now that I know that she's secretly a Supernatural fan, I want to go to all her classes, because we bond, man. Instantly my favorite professor ever. If you watch the show that I am obsessed with in life. But on that note, I thought I would just let you know how cool that was. Also, I'm really digging this beanie. My hair looks great. I mean, I don't have makeup on, but I think I look adorable today. I did pretty good. Shake my shoulders. Also trying to make an appointment for my hair so I can dye it before next Saturday. So keep you posted on that shit. But like and subscribe, because I do these videos every single day. And guess what, gang? It's getting closer to Christmas, also getting closer to Alicia coming to visit. Yay! Which also makes me another step closer to going on vacation. Yay! And I got my laptop and everything is awesome. As always, you gotta brisket to get that butter brisket. And remember all, today is the official start to the countdown to 25 days of Christmas. So you better believe that this girl is hyped. So you better be hyped too. Remember, I'll be hyped. Christmas. It's probably gonna how it's gonna be for the next 20-something days. Just Christmas. All right. Bye.